And here is Don Momotaro. I have been wanting this figure for such a long time, and I just literally went, yeah, fuck it, let's just buy it. I really like this Figuarts from what I've seen. I really want to buy the bike for him now, but I really like this window display. I really like seeing that you've got Don Momotaro right there. It's all been like sealed and stuff. You've got Don Momotaro there on the back of what he can do. Then you've got Don Momotaro there, and then literally at the top. And then at the bottom is just information. So let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. And here is Don Momotaro. I think this looks a really nice figure. I was very surprised at the shininess versus the kind of mateness and how this figure is. Now, when playing with it, especially since we've just reviewed Yor, like this is a little bit stiff, which I feel like, I don't know if that's just a normal thing, but we'll talk about that very briefly later. But I really do love the helmet. I love the actual outfit. At first I was thinking, I didn't really like it when I first saw it, but it's grown on me. It's a really nice suit. I love the fact that you've got the logo right here and here. You've also got the kind of like white and black that goes all the way there. And then, oh, you can't see the belt just yet. But these move here, which I generally kind of like, and they help with the actual costume for posing. The face is absolutely fantastic, or the helmet, should I say. I really do like it. So let's have a look at the rest. The main thing you've got here, now I generally thought it would be really cool if you could open this thing here. Like that would kind of add it to the whole thing. But generally very, very simple. Like it's just the peach. And then you've obviously got on his arms, you've got the kind of like extra parts, the kind of the detail, which I generally really think works well. Obviously moving down with the kind of keeping it with the white and black, it kind of really goes into his legs, which I think is fantastic. You can definitely tell that there's a lot of detail right there, which again, I really do generally appreciate. Looking at his boots, this always reminds me of like a company that's done like PlayStation stuff or something. So it just looks like a D-pad or something like that. But I really do kind of like what they've done with this. This to me is a really nice, even working in the boots works perfectly well. This is a really nice kind of figure for what it is so far, but we've only just hit a little bit into this review. The back of the figure here uses certain joints. I can't remember if I like them or not. It's been a while since actually reviewing Figuarts, but I do like the boots. The boots work really well. They kind of remind me at the back a bit of like, say, Gokai Red, which maybe they took a little bit of inspiration, but it looks really nice for what it is. I've zoomed out to get everything rather than just do the same sort of thing. So we've got the kind of normal joints for his elbows, which looked okay. Then we have the kind of, again, more detail on his cuffs and gauntlets. I like the fact that you can see that they're indented. If we just move it slightly, that you've got some indents right there. Works really well and gives a nice kind of finish to the figure. Then on his kind of shoulder pads, we can see there's more indents right there. And all of this is shiny while the rest of it is matte. And then at the top, we've got the kind of like the hair thing, which again, like you don't really notice after a while. It just kind of blurs out. But if you didn't have this, I think you wouldn't kind of notice, just because how good the actual figure itself is. Let's have a look. I'm hoping that this works really, really well. So the feet joints are a little bit kind of stiff. I don't want to kind of move them about, but it does feel like you can't, which is a big shame. So maybe I just need to loosen it up just a little bit. Legs seem to be fine. They are drop down, so you can move them up and down if need be, but they do kind of work really, really well. Very okay in the torso, a little bit kind of restricting, I think. Oh, okay, that does pop up, which is not a nice thing, but I think you have to kind of just adjust it, which is fine. So you've seen it that you can do that, but we can probably put it back on. So hands turn all the way around. It's really nice because they are actually the Sentai gloves that they make. Move that down. Head turns all the way around if you want. I want to show the accessories of what you get. This is the Don Blaster. I really like this. Now the kind of the gear doesn't move, which is a shame. If it did, I think it would have added like a little bit more to it, but obviously that these don't move either. But I know you can't really see it that well when I do the whole kind of Now I know you can't really see it that well if I did it on like kind of the turntable, but I really like you've got all this detail around, like just the little bits there that kind of really make it for it. Now this is the sword that he has, which I think again looks really nice. This doesn't spin, which is a bit grim. Now I did notice that it looked a little bit dirty, which is a shame because I thought all this would be pristine, but again, not really major any difference. But you've got, again, details just along the top, as well as I like this sword. I think this is one of my favorite swords in all of Don Brothers, well, all of Sentai so far, but damn, it looks really cool. Shame this doesn't move, but this is a very nice addition to add to the actual figure itself. And there is Don Momotaro. Now, I generally do like this figure. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I think the only problem that I would have right now is that the joints are a little bit too stiff, and that's not something that I generally kind of like when it comes to figures. I feel like if you've got stuff with your figures that move freely and flow freely, I think you should apply it to all your figures straight away. You know, this isn't stuff where Yor came out like later on, or she kind of did, but then like Don Momotaro is like 5 years ago where I could understand that. But they came out, I would say that Don Momotaro would have come out as soon as like the s.h.figuarts were kind of like picking up quite a bit. So it'd be very interesting to see how like the rest are going to be, if they're going to flow for it. But I generally do like this. I love the way that the suit works. I love the way that it's designed. The accessories are all fine. And I believe that if you spent enough time, you could really kind of have a lot of different poses with different ones, which I'm generally kind of really looking forward to when it happens. So I'm really up for this figure. I would highly recommend this as well. I do think this is a really nice figure for what it is. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Have you got Don Momotaro? Have you got this? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out any of the other videos that we do, like reviews or talking about Ranger stuff. I would appreciate it quite a lot. Anyway, I am going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。